Hi everyone, I am Belle Parker and welcome back to my YouTube channel. She's recording. Hi everyone, do you like my notes? I haven't done this in so long, so I'm like,
I promise I'll be
I don't know how to do it. Oh, you're fine. Hi everyone, I am Belle Parker and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a what I wish I knew before going like into college or into my freshman year, because I watched a ton of these videos when I was going to school, but this is just kind of like the basic stuff kind of going along with the questions that people ask me and just like what they wanted to hear about going into college and stuff. Okay. So my first tip is use Rate My Professor before doing all of your scheduling. First semester when we did scheduling at orientation, I didn't really like even think about using Rate My Professor. I kind of forgot that it was a thing. Second semester when I did use Rate My Professor, all of my rates were like pretty spot on, and people put comments in on like what they did good, or if like the teacher's bad, then they'll put their reasons why. But I thought that most of my professors, when they were actually on the website, that they were pretty much always true. My second tip is try and make friends with people that are in your classes. Finding friends really helps with before exams, before homework is due, because homework's not always due like it is in high school, so it's kind of different. In college, making friends is sometimes a little bit harder, so if you have friends in your classes, then you can go on like study dates or like go do things that are like will make you more social, and that really helps with just like branching out and meeting new people right away. Third tip is be social with the people that are on your floor. I know that Riley and I sometimes wish that we were a little more social with people on our floor. I know that people always say like leave your door open, like do this, but I never was really like comfortable leaving my door open. Yeah, it's just like your room. It's just kind of like your own space. So when people just like randomly walk in, it kind of made me a little uncomfortable. I just kind of let that close. But being social with the people on your floor really helps, because some of these people are like in the same classes as you. My fourth tip is don't study in your room. I kind of made this mistake first semester, and I didn't really know why. Like, I didn't want to study that much, but I always did it at my desk because I was like, well, it's not my bed, so if I'm not studying at my bed, then I should be able to get things done. Being able to like go somewhere like the library, opposite end of our dorm hallway, we had like a study room where you could just like close yourself in. Going to the library, and then places near your dorm, we luckily had classes that were held like right around where our dorm was, so there's always a nice quiet area to study there. My fifth tip is create a schedule. So in like high school and like that time of your life, you're always kind of on a set schedule, even if you don't really think that you are. You go to school for, how long do you go to school for? 8 hours? Kind of just like have that same routine. You wake up, you go to school, you come home, you do your homework, you eat dinner, you like have practice, and you kind of like do that same thing over and over each day. You'll have so much more time to like do other things if you set a schedule. And like, I know my cousin, she was able to like block out times each day, so she would like put in her Google Calendar she would put in her Google Calendar that she would study for a certain class for a certain amount of time, and then kind of switch to a different class. So even though she blocked out time for studying, she also blocked out like separate times during that study, like those study hours, that she was like gonna do other things. So it really helps when you're like checking things off and like getting things done, that you're only focusing on something for a certain amount of time. My sixth tip is do not skip class. I know a lot of people, when they start skipping class, they just kind of like start making that a habit of like not going, because they're like, oh, I didn't go last week and we didn't do anything, so maybe I won't go this week. And lecture, I know, is a really easy thing that people will skip, but a lot of the times when I went to lecture, my professors would give us like homework answers, they would give us test answers, or they would give us like questions that we would find on the exam. But if they posted their presentation of the class that day, they wouldn't add in all the stuff that they were telling us during class. Not skipping class, it definitely benefited me more than it did the people that didn't go to class. So I know some teachers like don't care if you skip class because it's like a really big lecture hall. When you go to discussion, there's a lot of professors that like, some don't care, but then some really do care, and that plays a heavy percentage like in your overall grade. My 7th tip is just try and get over FOMO. Like, I don't know if you don't know what FOMO is, it's just like the fear of missing out. And a lot of the times in college, people get FOMO if someone's like going out, if they're like going to hang out with friends. People do things all the time because people have different schedules, so you're able to like do things at different times. Like, even though if it seems like everyone's going out, there's always someone that's not gonna go out and like not gonna do things. I know especially in my sorority, I've like been able to like hang out with other people and like go study with them while other people are like doing things. Obviously you're coming for school, you're not like coming to school for going out and like meeting new people. Like, even though that's a part of it, it's not as important as like getting what you paid for. My 8th tip is don't let college change your beliefs. Because I know a lot of people just kind of have like these morals on like what they believe and what they've always believed, and that's okay to have those. And I definitely think like people should do what they want and not because someone else like thinks it's cool. You'll meet so many people that like support you in why you do things, which really helps. But sometimes like finding those people, like getting over the fact that you have to like not be friends with those people because they don't support in what you believe, that's also really hard. But being able to like get over that and know that your beliefs are your beliefs and that's okay, and that you don't have to change for other people, because you should meet people that support you in what you do. My 9th tip is get a planner. I know that I talked about before, my cousin used Google Calendar, and I used to have a physical planner and I really loved that. But I know that my cousin really loved like having a Google Calendar because she was able to like erase that from her phone. But I liked to check things off like physically. So there's two different types of people that really like to plan things out. But having a planner and writing down what you're gonna do at an exact time and like always have things written down in your planner was able to like keep me on track, and I was able to like get more things done. My 10th tip is transfer everything over from your syllabus or anything that like your teacher gives you over to your planner like right away after class. I know as soon as I got my syllabus, I would either print it out and like put it in my drawer or like somewhere that like I was able to like grab and reach it, or I also like put it in my planner to have that reminder like, hey, this is coming up when you like look at your next week. And you're able to put all those things in, because in high school like your teacher would give you a syllabus, but it wasn't as in depth as what it is now in college. In college they tell you when your homework is due, they tell you when your exams are, and they like also tell you when their office hours are, which is also really helpful just like to know when those things happen, because you have so many things going on in college that you often forget about a few things. My 11th tip is go to office hours. Office hours are something that I really didn't go to because I didn't think like it really mattered. It's really hard to like talk to your professor after class because they have a million things going on, and usually another class is coming in after yours. So being able to go in during those office hours, they're just able to like at the end of the semester or like even during your paper, if you go in and ask like a question on like, why did I get this wrong on my homework or like on my exam, sometimes they're able to like give you a few points back on some of those assignments. Like professors say is that it's really hard and no one will ever fail a face, because if they know someone and like how hard they're willing to work, they never want to fail that person because they know what it took them to get where they are in that class. My 12th tip is it's okay to not have friends right away. I was friends with a few people from my high school, like Riley and Taylor, but I never was really like close with anyone else besides them. And second semester, I really like found who my friends were, and it like takes time, and that's okay. And there's gonna be people that like post on their Instagram that makes it look like they have so many friends, but in reality these people just like see each other a couple times, but like they happen to just like take pictures or just like post about it when they see each other. But I didn't really find like my real friends that I'm friends with now until second semester. It took me a while. My 13th tip is you don't have to stay friends with the people that you were with from high school. I know when I was in high school, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be friends with these people forever. And after that, you know, everyone parts their own ways. Everyone joins a sorority or like finds other friends, and you just like kind of go away from each other. And some people stay friends, and you'll see that. Like Riley and I stayed friends, and so did Taylor and I. But it's okay to not be friends with those people. Like, yes, you'll see them when you go home or when everyone kind of hangs out, but it's okay. You don't have to like be stuck with some people. So I definitely think that it's important for people to know that like everyone moves on and everyone kind of goes their separate way, and it's not like you have like this hard like breakup with your friends. Like, everyone kind of just knows that like time's changing and your people are changing, and that's okay. And I know the last thing that I'm gonna kind of touch over, but it's just like kind of about dorm stuff, and everyone's like, well, what do I bring, what do I not need, like just kind of everything like that. So I'm just gonna read over a list of things, because I looked up when I was going to school. I was looking up all the time. I was like, dorm packing list, like what do I need. My last week, like I definitely was just like overthinking everything. Like, people tell you what you don't need, but you don't really listen to it. But trust me, I really am out here like acting like I'm the boss, which I know I am, but like I really said that. I was like, oh, I didn't listen to anyone, but like listen to me. Like, shut up, you're so annoying. I definitely was an overpacker and wish I didn't. Like, luckily I was so close to home that I was able to like bring things back here and not have to like deal with everything at my dorm. But some people don't see their family or aren't able to go home for a couple months. So you're always able to go get more at like a store, but you're not able to bring things back home always. So this list, I'll just post it probably up here. I'll leave like a link down below, and then I'll tell you what you don't need. I don't think you need more than one pillow unless you use more than one pillow. I definitely think having a foam mattress topper was really helpful. I went to Kohl's and they had like a 3 or 3.5 inch like tie-dye mattress topper. If I am able to find that on Amazon or on the Kohl's website, I'll definitely link that down below, because I think that was the best investment that I made. I know people like bring one, but they bring like a little one. Extra sheets, I don't think you'll need extra sheets. Like, you can always wash yours like during the week. Toiletries and like bathroom stuff. Towels, like extra towels, you do not need extra towels. Like, I brought a lot of towels. Like, I think I brought 5, and I only max ever use 3 because I washed mine during the week with my other clothes and never like needed more than that. A robe, I really liked having a robe there, because when I get ready, you're able to just like wrap yourself up and like get ready for the night or like to hang out with people, whatever. So I really liked a robe. A lanyard for your ID, I used mine for like a couple weeks, and then I have just like a little, I know people have like Vera Bradley wallets, but like how we got into our dorms was just like scanning our ID card, and you could scan those through like those little things. I know some people really liked a lanyard, but I thought it was like easier to have my handheld like small wallet like that. Printer, we got a printer even though I don't think we were supposed to have one. You can't connect it to the school Wi-Fi, but we were able to connect it to a personal hotspot, so we didn't have to pay so much money every time we wanted to print things on our own. We were able to put that on like a little stand in the corner, and we printed our assignments all the time. Extension cords, make sure you have good extension cords, because I got like one that I thought was gonna be cute. Well, it ended up burning a hole in my pillow, and they could have started a fire. So Tupperware, I didn't use Tupperware because we couldn't put any of our like stuff from the dining hall like in Tupperware. Unless you're like making food, we didn't have like a kitchen. And the last thing, we had an ice machine. We ordered it off Amazon. They don't let you fill up your water bottle downstairs in the dining hall. I know it's stupid, but for us they didn't. Okay, so that was the end of my what I wish I knew before freshman year. I know that this video is going to be a little bit longer, but I definitely think that some of this stuff is really important for incoming freshmen, and just kind of like listening to someone that has kind of been through something that you're about to go through in this big change. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be coming out with a recruitment video really soon, so be on the lookout for that. If you have any questions about recruitment or sorority life or anything like that, definitely leave those comments down below or message me somehow on Instagram. But I'm really excited about that video, and I hope you guys really like this video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, and definitely share it with people that are going to college, because some people don't know that they like have questions, but they end up getting to college and like don't know the answer to it. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Okay. That should be enough.